Alright, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Kerbal Space Program Career Playthrough. Last time we did a couple missions and got some money. Got some science, got some upgrades, got some unlocks. We are going to see what we can get done in this episode. Maybe try to orbit Kerbin. That might be a little ambitious of a goal, but we'll see. Bunch of altitude records. Hopefully the sound's a little better. I know my mic was pretty quiet. I hope I didn't overdo it now and have my mic be too loud. So, something that I'll just have to play around with. Let's do escape the atmosphere. Let's see if we can get that one going. So we got 24. Do I need to upgrade anything? Can I even upgrade anything? Let's see, orbits visible map. Let's see if I can get an EVA. Which one is the EVA? Alright. Kerbals can EVA. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's get that one going. So now I can, while I'm flying, my Kerbals can come out of the spacecraft and take data. So I don't know, what's our goal? To try to get to orbit? Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Get that, get that, get that. So again, put all of our science data, all of our science collection tools on our main command pod here. Put that up there. The reason I put them so high is that way as this enters into the atmosphere, it doesn't burn up. Oh, that's right. So we got to put the heat shield. So this right here, this material right here, actually helps. What does it say? Helps dissipate the heat as it enters and it cuts through the atmosphere, going from no atmosphere to a thicker atmosphere. It'll actually, the friction gets so intense that it starts to cause everything to overheat. That's why you ever see a shooting star that's actually just a rock cutting through the atmosphere and starting on fire, essentially. So, to make sure that all of this doesn't just explode, we put on... Sorry, my cat was making weird noises. We put on this thing. This is a heat shield, and it'll burn up, and it won't let any of this burn up. Okay, so now we need a decoupler. Put that there. Zoom out a little bit. I feel like I should have more stuff to collect science. Might as well put this on, because you never know. If we can't get this thing back, then we might as well transmit the data. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. Just go through one by one, see what we have, see what we need. Alright, these we can do a lot of power with. So let's do... We don't have the engine that I want. So let's go with 2. We'll do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm kind of just I have a general idea of what I need to do, but a lot of this is kind of just winging it. Let's see. I don't know, this might just get us out of the atmosphere. I mean, it might not even do that, honestly. I don't know. How many parts are we at here? 17 parts. We still got some room. Right now, because of the size of my launch pad, or actually the size of this building, I can only build a rocket that has 30 parts. Oop. Oh man, wait. this might actually put me overweight. Yep, that put me overweight. Darn it. By a lot. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just see. Let's see if we can just... Let's see if we can get out of the atmosphere. I guess we're not going to orbit this time, but let's see if we can get out of the atmosphere. Let's get that contract. Try to, at least. Get these on there so we can spin around. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get out of the atmosphere with this. Only one way to check, right? Only one way to test it. Just make sure my staging is all good. Alright. If we can do a couple more missions, we should have enough money to, a couple more contracts, we should have enough money to upgrade this. No, the launch pad needs to be upgraded so that we can hold bigger rockets. More weight. So we'll just blast straight up. Escape the atmosphere, set altitude record. Yeah, I don't think we're getting out of the atmosphere with this, actually. I forgot, the atmosphere is pretty tall. I have to get this number to 70,000. Start rotating. Maybe depending on how high we get, we might be able to do this distance record. So we're moving pretty good right now, actually. Take a look at the map. So right now I guess we're going to try and get the 26.5. Alright, we got that. We might get the distance record of... Ooh, we got the speed record. Alright, we might get the distance record of 28 kilometers. We should. Yeah, we did. Okay. We may even get the distance record of 39 kilometers, honestly, because we are... Yeah, we're... Oh, actually... Wow, okay. So the Apple Apps is going to tell us that's the furthest distance away from... The closest distance? Anyway, it's the distance away from the Earth, I forget. I think it's the furthest distance away from the Earth that we get, yeah. It's going to be 117,000 meters, so that's 117 kilometers, which means... Right now, yep, 70 kilometers, we are out of the atmosphere. So we're not in orbit, because as you can see, our orbit will fall back into Kerbin. But we are out of the atmosphere. There is no atmosphere stopping us right now. So we won't get the speed record, but we have gotten 6 contracts, so we will definitely... is assuming that this... We should get this distance record too. Assuming that this mission ends correctly, and not with a bang, if you will, we should be making a lot of money. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing? Collecting science. So that's good. Crew report. Good. Okay, now we can actually EVA him out. And then we'll take an EVA report from out here. Good. Okay, board him back up. Do that. Observe mystery goo. Good. Might as well do the other one. Good. You know what I'm going to try to do, but this is kind of risky. I want to walk him down and see if I can collect this data. If I can get him close enough. There we go. Collect data. Remove data. Okay, board him back up, and now we're going to... did we store the data? Do I have to do that from outside? Take data, store data. Okay, so we did it. So now, just in case this crashes, and this blows up as we re-enter, it'll be fine, because I've taken the data out of it and I've stored it. It's on my guy essentially. Let's see, we've gotten 7 now, so we have done more. We are completely out of fluid at this point, completely out of fuel. So, assuming that we don't burn up on re-entry, we should be okay. So we just passed, so now we're gonna start going down. I don't know if you're an astronomy geek like I am. Oh, there's the moon. I don't know if you're an astronomy geek like I am, but this is half the fun of the game. It's just looking around, listening to the music, and just enjoying this. Huge satisfactory, when you complete a mission though, it gives you really good feeling of satisfaction. Even if it's just a little mission like this, but to make it less boring for you guys, I will speed this up a little bit. Let me get into... If you look at the trackball, I'm going to center... Actually, I should first center this way. Slow down. Okay. So this symbol on the trackball down here means that I am facing... That yellow symbol means now that I'm facing the way that I'm going. So I'm facing the angle of my momentum. So when I hit spacebar and jettison off this liquid fuel tank, like that, it'll go behind me. So what I'll do now is I'll spin around and face against my angle of momentum. Okay? So what that does now is as I'm falling back to Earth, which is essentially what I'm doing right now, I'm falling back down to Earth, or Kerbin, sorry. I will put this heat shield into the thickest part of the atmosphere, and you'll see it'll dissipate the heat around this cabin. So let's speed it up a little bit. I think around 50 or 45 is when I'll slow it down, because then I'll start going through the atmosphere. There we go, 40. So as you see, this is taking all the heat, and all the heat is going around this cabin. It's heating up still, but this is taking the brunt of everything. So if I click on this, you'll see that the ablator, once that number starts dropping, if that number were to start dropping under 200, then that would be bad news. I am coming in way too quick right now. So we're back into the atmosphere. I should be slowing. Once this gets under 250, safe, good. Okay. Everything's crashing into the ocean. And it looks like it'll be a successful mission. We should get a lot of money and a little bit of science out of this. So I'll speed it up until right before we hit the ground. Look up here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow back down and gently touch. Good. We have made it. Recover vessel and see what we got. Look at that. 58.3 science. That gives us 91 science. Look at that. Parts. Whoa, look at all that money. $441,000. And Jebediah still has not gained any XP. I don't know why. Not really sure why he's not getting XP. I hope that's not a bug. I feel like he should be getting XP at this point. But maybe not. So, 100 kilometers, 70 kilometers. Escape the atmosphere. We did do that. Good. 39 kilometers, 28 kilometers. 1,000, essentially 1,000 meters per second, 26.5, good. So just essentially going fast, going high, and going far just made us a lot of money. Now, if we upgrade here for only 75,000, we can, I mean, our max vessel weight right now can only be 18 tons. If we upgrade here, it'll make it 140 tons. So we can start building some massive, massive rockets. Also, if we upgrade here, is it tracking station upgrade required for flight planning? So we're gonna need flight planning. I'm trying to figure out where we can get our, because when we start, where we can get nodes. I think it's going to have to be this, and it's not this. Flight planning available, so it's that. Good. So now, so we still have 141,000. I think our next upgrade will probably be this. But now, what we can do, Kerbal EVAs can collect surface stamp. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. What we can do is, if we go here, I mean, you won't be able to see it, but if you ever have, if you're ever in that map mode, essentially you can start doing missions where you're traveling out further. I mean, and you can go far, really far in this game. But if you start, you need to start doing what's called maneuver nodes, and that's something that we'll get into probably maybe next episode or the episode after that. Because even to get into orbit, we'll use maneuver nodes. But I don't think we're going to get into that in this video because we're already at about 19 minutes. But that's definitely something that you absolutely need in this game. So before we end the video, let's take a look. Let's spend some science here. So we've got 91. We can buy 2 of these. So what do we want? Science is always good. You always want stuff that's going to get you more science, and this thermometer here is going to get us more science. So we're for sure going to get that. Then, because I want this Terrier liquid fuel engine, as well as this fuel tank, I am also going to get this. And I think that's going to do it for this video. Next video, we'll focus on orbiting Kerbin for the first time, and we should be able to get a lot of science for that. Let's just check this one last time. Okay, visual surveys, no, no. Launch site, nah. I like if we're, are we landed? We need to be landed. We will take the orbit Kerbin because I have a feeling we're going to do that next one. We'll do that in the next episode. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let's see if we can get to 8 likes on this video, and I will see you next time.